Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Half Man Half Tech. So today Apple is out here skipping some betas, and we actually went from a watchOS 7.3 beta 2 that had a D at the end to the release candidate version, which is more or less like the final build or the final version that is going to be released to the public most probably next week. And what you are seeing here, this is actually a new watch face that came with this update. But before we look into the changes that came with this update, let's see how this update came in for me, or how it's going to come for you, so that you can prepare for this update. So for me, on my Apple Watch Series 6 that you see here, it actually came in at around 120 megabytes. I'm actually updating from watchOS 7.3 beta 2. So if you're updating from an older version of watchOS like watchOS 7.2, then this update might actually be bigger for you. As I mentioned, this is the release candidate version, and at the time I'm recording this video, as you can see, 17.15, it's actually available to developers and to public beta testers. So irregardless of which profile you have, you can actually update to this and see the changes or the benefits or even the disadvantages that came with this update, should you wish to. Now, if we were to go into the settings of this update and go to general and go to the about this watch section, you can see the new information that we have here, and the build number, you can see here that it's 18S801, and previously on beta 2 we actually had 18S5793D. So we jumped from a D to like an official build number. This is crazy, and it's a big jump, you know, don't get me wrong, but today Apple has also been quite busy. This is not all that Apple has released. If we go to the Apple developer website that I have here on my iPhone and just scroll down a little bit, as you can see, this is beta software downloads. All these updates were released today by Apple. So you can see that they released macOS Pixel 11.2 release candidate. They also released iOS 14.4 RC. They also released iPadOS 14.4 RC and watchOS 7.3 RC, of course, and tvOS 14.4 RC. So you can see that all updates actually came out today. All release candidates updates came out today for all these models. And this is not all, actually. If we go to the application section there, you will see that Xcode 12.4 RC is also out. So if you use any of these or you want to check them out, then the release candidate versions are available. Now, if we go back to my Apple Watch that you see here and go to the settings just to see how much this space or how much this update is taking, if we go back and go to where it says usage, so we go there and it just takes a moment to load. As you can see, it's loading, and as you can see, my available space is 23.3 gig and the used space is 3.2 gig. Now, before that, I did take note of this, and my available space was 23.2 gig and my used space was 3.3 gig. So as you can see, I got a little bit more when it comes to the available space, and the used space also went down. So that is good. It's good to see that this update is actually shrinking back, and you won't have to delete some applications or stuff from your Apple Watch in order to update to this version, which is a good thing. Now, let's talk about the new features and changes that came with this watchOS 7.3. The first one, obviously, you saw it at the start of this video, and this is a new watch face that came with watchOS 7.3. This is a watch face that inspired by colors of the Pan-African flag. So you can see, for me, it looks more like some colors that have to do with the Black Stars of Ghana. It has these color mixes. All it's missing is the flag. And what's interesting about this watch face is that throughout the day, it will actually be changing shapes as you move your hand and as you maneuver. It will take that and try to create a style for you, which is amazing. So if you open the Apple Watch app on the iPhone right here, you can see that this new watch face is the first thing that you're going to see the moment you open it. It's Unity, and you can see that it's under new in watchOS. Now, since this is in alphabetical order, you can see A, B, and all the way down. If you go to the U section, you'll also be able to see this watch face right there. So you can see it, and it's Unity right there. And if you click on it, you can see that you can sort of customize the color, you can select this dark mode one. If I add it, you will see it change here on my Apple Watch, and as you can see, there it is. And you can also select this other third one like this. So if we select that and add it just like this, you'll see that my Apple Watch changes to that. And you can also add some other options depending on your needs. So if we select here on the middle, you can add the date. As you can see, the date will be added. And on the bottom section, if we go back and select the bottom section, we can add like an alarm or whatever we want to. So this is how you customize this new watch face, and it's interesting that it's able to change shape according to the way you move to try and create a style for you. And it's something that I'm going to be trying out and seeing how I can better use this new watch face. Now, another thing that changed with regards to watchOS 7.3 has to do with time to walk for Apple Fitness Plus subscribers. So if you use Apple Fitness Plus and you do your workouts using Apple Fitness Plus, then you actually be able to see time to walk and be able to engage and listen to audiobooks and some experiences from other people. Now, keep in mind that you do have to be subscribed to the Apple Fitness Plus service. So if you open your fitness app right there and you go to the Fitness Plus section, which will be in the middle of the screen right there, you can see that you can, have 3 months if you haven't yet had your first 3 months. And if you also have a new Apple Watch, you would also be able to get 3 months for free with this. So you can always set this up, and every time you go for a walk, you actually be able to hear some stories as you walk, which is something good. It's good to see that Apple is trying to get people active a little bit during these times. Now, also something that has changed with this update has to do with ECG support. Now, ECG support is being updated in more regions with these updates. And with this watchOS 7.3, it's now available for the Series 4 in Japan, Mayotte, Philippines, and Thailand. That is something good, and I'm sure in future more regions will be added to this ECG support list when it becomes wide or when it becomes more available. And also with regards to ECG and also heart rate, this watchOS 7.3 is able to send irregular heart rates notifications in Japan, Mayotte, Philippines, and Thailand. So the same regions that gained ECG will be able to receive irregular heart rate notifications with this watchOS 7.3. It's good. And also this update fixes something with regards to the control center and notifications when it comes to watchOS 7.3. So sometimes when you had Zoom on and you try to use your control center, it would not work and it wouldn't actually be able to connect, or sometimes you would do touches that wouldn't be responsive. And this would apply to the notification section and to the control center. So as you can see here, I've updated mine and it's working, and that is a fix with this watchOS 7.3. Also, something else that has been fixed has to do with the workout app. So sometimes you would do a workout, let's say for example this workout that we want to engage here, and then sometimes your watch wouldn't record information here, or sometimes it will give you false information or delayed information. That has been fixed with this watchOS 7.3, and now you should be getting proper workout alerts and data when engaging in your activities. So basically these are most of the new features and changes that came with watchOS 7.3. I noticed a bug that sometimes when you use a vacuum, it sort of thinks that you're washing your hand as you do those movements. So I noticed that, and I was actually trying to see how this watch face changes shape as I was doing that. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe it could be me just, engaging in the movement, but it takes to heart the sound and also the movement, and then it thinks that you're washing your hands. So that is the only bug that I noticed. Other than that, it's been great for me. And if we go into settings and go to the battery just to see the battery usage, it just takes a moment to load. As you can see, I actually charged it to 100% right there so that I can update to this watchOS 7.3, and you can see that right now it's on 83%. So battery wise, if I had to guess from the last 4 or 5 hours that I've been using this update, you can see that it's good. I've only managed to lose the 17% of charge, which is good. And if we go to see the battery health, you can see that it hasn't changed. It's remained on 97%, which is good. So I'm very happy with this update. It doesn't come with a ton of new features and changes. It has to do with, you know, heart rate, ECG, and just one new watch face, and also time to walk for Apple Fitness Plus subscribers. So those are sort of the changes. And also in the background of this watchOS 7.3, there are some stability improvements and security fixes that have been patched up that Apple hasn't actually mentioned. So just keep in mind, it's not something that you're going to see, but it's something that's in the background of this watchOS 7.3. So other than that, I would say performance wise, it's working as it's supposed to. Third-party apps are working as they're supposed to. You can see, you know, my Spotify opens quick, and if we open like the fitness app, you can see my activity rings. They are displaying correct data, and that is good. And if we open something like the notifications, let's go back and open the notifications and click on one of these, you can see that it's actually working as it's supposed to, no accidental touches, and it's responsive. So basically I would say it's great, and that's how it came in for me on my Apple Watch Series 6. And that's about it for me. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below, and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Peace.